We were just talking about how really the origination of this trip was 22 years ago, September of 1997, when we were out west on a family vacation. Is when Dad first said, we're going to come back out here and hunt antelope someday. And here we are in September of 2019, over 2 decades later. The plans come to fruition.
Now this was our first trip to the west for antelope. We had done mule deer in the past. We're big fans of mule deer hunting, but antelope hunting was something that Dad has been wanting to do for a long time, and this hunt's kind of been in the works for quite a while actually.
Tell me where we're at. We're in Thermopolis, Wyoming finally after 20 hours of driving.
The next morning we were up pretty early out of the hotel, and this was scouting day. The season opener was the next day, but we wanted one full day just to scout. If you've ever hunted the West, or if you ever do, there is so much territory to cover. There is just miles and miles of land. You just got to get familiar with it, just kind of figure out where the roads are. And one of the main reasons we were out there so early is we wanted to have an idea of how early the antelope were moving, how hard they were to spot. This was our first time doing this, and a lot of people call it the Great American Safari. It is. You're just out there in this massive, massive country, which is beautiful, by the way. The West is its own kind of beautiful. And if you're an outdoorsman or a hunter, you know that some of the greatest memories or the greatest experiences of hunting are just being out in the woods, being out on the prairie when the sun comes up. You can't put a value to it. And an outdoorsman, you can't describe how amazing that country is.
On your
Seth, we're on our first morning scout,
yeah,
right?
we are. Scout. We're on our first scouting morning right here. So tomorrow is the opener of season. So we're out here in our area 83 today, trying to locate a couple of good bucks that we can come back and try to get on first thing tomorrow morning when season opens. All right, so we're out here scouting, and we just stopped here at this beautiful glassing location, taking a look, and Sonny spotted an antelope up all the way across this valley up on that skyline. So we got all set up, got the spotting scope set up, and it's a buck. He's hanging out with a doe, and like I say, all the way across here, all the way across up on top of that skyline there on that ridge. So we're trying to get a look at him and see how good he is, and see if he's something that we want to try to go after tomorrow when season opens. I'll make this statement. He's a shooter. Dad, do you have your scope camera thing?
Yep.
Let's try to get one.
136. Yeah, say he's closer than 200.
130 yards. I'm with you guys. We just got done with a great day of scouting. Tomorrow's the opener. So we spent some time today, covered I think 120, 140 miles, and spent a lot of time glassing, and we located 3 or 4 really good shooter bucks. We saw a total of, I don't know, a dozen or more bucks, maybe even 15 bucks. So we have a really good setup for the morning. But before we start losing daylight here, we're gonna get camp set up and make sure that we've got a place to sleep for the night so that we're ready to go for the morning.
The day that we'd been planning for and prepping for, practicing for was finally here. It was opening day of antelope season in Wyoming. And it was going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. And the plan was, we had made some notes the day before. We had glassed this huge basin. We called it the basin. And we had 3 or 4 really good bucks in this area. We're like, we're going to get up here, we're going to glass, and we're going to find them. And lo and behold, one of the bucks that we had seen the day before was out there. Now, he was about a mile away, and the guys could see him in the spotting scope, but I could never find him in the camera. So the plan was, the basin, the ridge kind of went up this way, kind of made a half moon, and the road followed it. And we were going to get up here and glass again and say, okay, where is he? Because once you're out there, you move just a little bit and the terrain changes and you're like, wow, I don't know where he went. So the plan was, we're just going to move up a little bit and see if we can see him again. We're in the truck driving, and all of a sudden, to my left, not even 100 yards away, there's 4 or 5 antelope, and a buck is standing there staring right at me. And we were not ready at all. Once again, we thought, oh, this one's way over there. We'll have plenty of time to get set up, get the camera ready. I take the camera, give it to Seth, and he's freehanding it. Didn't even get a chance to set the tripod up. And I literally said, somebody give me a gun. Because here it is, first antelope I'd ever seen this close, and I'm ready to shoot. And the plan was originally for Dad to be the first one to shoot, because he'd done most of the planning for this. He was going to get to shoot first. But we were so excited. Here was an antelope, and we were going to try to get a shot off. So we all get out of the truck, and we're trying to get set up. Dad puts a backpack down for me. I'm trying to grab the gun. Seth's trying to get the camera set up. And these antelope, they see all this commotion, and they're like, we don't want any part of that. And they just bolt across the hill. And I'm like, they're gone. I blew it. I moved too fast. That's a rookie mistake. Why did I do that? But for some odd reason, they came back. I think they're out. Oh, here they come. It's the one on the right is the buck. So I've got this buck out here, and I've got him in the scope, and he's facing me, and I can't make that shot. It's not a good shot selection. And the longer that he's staring at me, the more nervous I'm getting, because we're at a stare down contest. I think Sonny ranged him. He's just over 200 yards away, well within my ability to shoot, but he just refuses to turn. So after 5 minutes of just staring at me, he finally turns broadside. I am breathing so hard, my barrel is going like this. I just took a deep breath.
Don't know where you hit. Hang on, but let me re-range.
I missed. I don't know what happened. I felt like I was ready for the shot. I felt like I had a good rest. But I shoot and nothing happens. And I couldn't tell where I hit. I didn't see a puff of dirt behind him or anything like that. So it was kind of hard to, did I just miss, or am I just using the wrong reticle in the scope? So Sonny, I rack another shell in. I hear Sonny re-range him right behind me, and he's right at 220 yards. So I find the reticle, which I think is right, settle back down again, and try to get on him for another shot.
221, yep.
He went down.
That's all right, buddy. He went down. I heard it hit. I think I dropped him. I heard it hit.
He's down.
I can see him. I heard it hit. He's down. He ain't moving. He's not moving. He's moving. Oh, yep. I see his foot moving, but just... It's all right. Go wreck another one in and just hold it. I'm in.
This time, he just drops like a ton of bricks. I nailed him, and my first antelope was on the ground, and the celebration was on. Oh! Yeah! Nice shot, buddy. Right here, man.
I think I got him.
Yeah.
I heard it hit. You got it.
getting my hands on my first antelope was just awesome. They are beautiful, beautiful animals. They're just so unique. I used to think they were all the same. They're not. Just from their fur and their color to their horns, they're just awesome. And to just experience that with my brothers, my heroes, to have my dad there, experience that with him, it is absolutely priceless. Those that don't hunt, those that didn't grow up in the outdoors, you might not understand what all the hype is about. Why is this so exciting? Why is this almost bring you to tears? You can't explain it, and that is what Hunter Heroes is all about, is getting people, inspiring them to go into the outdoors, to make those memories with their kids, their dad, co-worker, whoever it is. That feeling right there, I want everyone to experience that, because that hunt will be remembered for a long, long time.